Imagine two friends, Alex and Ben. Both want to learn how to play the piano. They both get a new keyboard on the same day. Alex is very excited. He spends the entire first Saturday playing for 8 hours straight. He learns a few simple chords. He feels tired but happy. For the rest of the week, however, Alex is too busy. He doesn't touch the piano again until the next Saturday. He plans another long practice session. This is his strategy. One long burst of effort each week. He believes that big actions will lead to big results. Ben takes a different approach. He decides to practice for just 20 minutes every single day. His first session feels very short. He barely gets warmed up before his time is up. It doesn't feel like he is making much progress. Some days, he is tired after work and doesn't want to play. But he sticks to his plan. He sits down for his 20 minutes, even on the days he doesn't feel like it. He knows that showing up is the most important part. His goal is not to become a master overnight. His goal is simply to play the piano every day. After a month, the two friends meet to share their progress. Alex sits down and tries to play the song he learned. He struggles to remember the chords. His fingers feel clumsy on the keys. He remembers the long hours he put in, but the skill didn't stick. It feels like he is starting all over again. He gets frustrated because his big effort seems to have been wasted. He thought that by putting in a full day of work, he would be much further along. He can't understand why he has forgotten so much in just a few days. Then, Ben sits down at the piano. He plays a simple song smoothly. His fingers move with a quiet confidence. It's not a masterpiece, but it's a complete song. Alex is surprised. Ben didn't spend hours and hours practicing in one go, but his small daily efforts added up. Each day, he strengthened his memory just a little bit. Each day, his fingers got a little more comfortable. Ben's small, consistent habits were more powerful than Alex's large, inconsistent ones. This simple story shows us a powerful truth about learning and success. Success is not usually the result of one single heroic action. It is the product of small, daily habits. Think of it like building a brick wall. Each brick is a small practice session. One brick doesn't look like much. It doesn't look like a wall at all. But if you lay one brick perfectly every single day, you will eventually build a strong and impressive wall. This is the power of compounding. Small improvements, when repeated over time, lead to remarkable results. It is the small daily actions that create long-term transformation. When you practice something every day, you are sending a clear signal to your brain. You are telling it, this is important. Your brain responds by making learning easier. It starts to create stronger connections, called neural pathways. These pathways are like well-worn trails in a forest. The more you walk on them, the clearer and easier they become to follow. Daily practice carves these trails in your brain. This makes it easier to recall information and perform the skill. It's a slow but steady process of biological change. This principle applies to almost any skill you want to learn. Do you want to learn a new language? Practice for 15 minutes every day. Do you want to become a better writer? Write 1 page every day. Do you want to get stronger? Do a short workout every day. The amount of time you spend is not as important as the consistency. A tiny bit of progress each day is more effective than a huge effort once a month. The key is to make progress so small and easy that you can't say no. The magic of this approach is that it feels effortless over time. At first, you might need discipline to start your daily practice, but soon, it becomes a habit. It becomes a natural part of your day, like brushing your teeth. You no longer need to convince yourself to do it. You just do it. This is when real progress begins to accelerate. Your skills grow without you even noticing the effort. The slow, steady climb eventually takes you to the top of the mountain, while others are still waiting for the perfect day to begin their climb. Let's compare these two approaches. Practicing for a long time occasionally is like sprinting. You use a massive amount of energy in a short burst. It can feel productive. You might learn a lot in one 8-hour study session. The problem is that this method is not sustainable. It leads to burnout and stress. Your brain gets overloaded with information. Because you are cramming so much in at once, you don't give your brain the time it needs to move the information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory. This is why students who cram for an exam often forget everything a week later. They sprinted to the finish line, but the knowledge didn't stick. The information was only held temporarily. Daily practice, on the other hand, is like running a marathon. It's a slow and steady pace that you can maintain for a long time. You are not trying to win the race on the first day. You are focused on building endurance and making consistent progress. This method is much kinder to your brain and your body. The marathon approach works with your brain's natural learning process. It takes advantage of something called spaced repetition. When you learn something and then revisit it a day later, you strengthen the memory. Each time you come back to it, the memory becomes stronger and lasts longer. Long, infrequent study sessions don't allow for this. You learn a massive amount of information once, and then don't see it again for a long time. By then, your brain has already started to forget it. Most people find that the marathon approach works better. It reduces the feeling of being overwhelmed. Instead of facing a mountain of work on a Saturday, you only have to face a small, manageable hill each day. This makes it easier to start and easier to continue. The sprint might get you some quick temporary results, but the marathon is what leads to true lasting mastery. It builds a foundation of knowledge and skill that will not crumble under pressure or be forgotten after a week. So how can you build a daily practice habit, especially when you are busy? The first step is to start small, ridiculously small. Don't commit to practicing guitar for an hour a day. Commit to practicing for 5 minutes. The goal is to make the habit so easy that you cannot fail. Anyone can find 5 minutes. Once you have established the habit of showing up every day, you can gradually increase the time if you want to. But the consistency is more important than the duration. The second tip is to link your new habit to an existing one. This is called habit stacking. For example, you could say, after I pour my morning coffee, I will practice Spanish for 10 minutes. Your morning coffee is a habit you already do without thinking. By linking your new practice to it, you use the momentum of the old habit to trigger the new one. This makes it much more likely that you will remember to do it. It integrates the new habit seamlessly into your existing daily routine. Make it obvious. Place a visual cue in your environment. If you want to read more, leave a book on your pillow. If you want to practice piano, leave the sheet music open on the stand. These cues act as silent reminders. They prompt you to perform your habit without you needing to rely on willpower or memory. When your environment is designed to support your goals, building a habit becomes much easier. You are no longer fighting against friction, you are flowing with it. Finally, be kind to yourself. You will miss a day. It happens to everyone. The important thing is not to let one missed day turn into 2. A rule to follow is, never miss twice. If you miss your practice on Monday, make sure you get back on track on Tuesday, no matter what. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency. By embracing daily practice, you are not just learning a new skill. You are building a system for success that will serve you for the rest of your life. Start today. Start small and never miss twice.